Wolf and Bear. Good morning, Wolf and Bear. That's pretty. All right. I guess we'll get over to Bitcoin. I don't think there's. I guess we did talk about shorting the all-time high, so we should probably cover that. I guess that's what we have to cover today. I guess that's what we got to cover. Let's get a blank chart for that. To this guy, right? Um, okay, so here's what I will say about my proposition. I had a placeholder up there, like, well, I mean, we got a range, so why not look to short the high of the range, right? um, yeah, good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck. I mean, if it does work, it's gonna take you all the way back to the range low and probably a hell of a lot further. And honestly, it'd kind of look a lot like a more macro top if price were to come down here at this point. That would be pretty macro topish looking. If you ask me, that'd be pretty. That'd look terrible. It would just look terrible. It would look absolutely hideous. But furthermore, your structure from the low to the high is really what's relevant in this circumstance. So prior, it had flowed up, down, up, right? Or, that's kind of, sorry, it had flowed up, down, up, down. I think that's where we left off last week. Yes, Friday. Bingo. Um, so we closed below here, which was a 4-hour break of structure, but it really didn't care, did it? It just leaped right off this prior chunk of demand and ran back towards the all-time high. So the really relevant piece of structure that you have to lose now is that guy. Yeah, price is going to need to look like that. It's going to need to come here, 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 here. And I don't suspect that's going to happen. I don't suspect that's going to happen. I suspect the better way to probably look at this is, well, see, we already just mitigated that this morning, though. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say that this area is demand. I guess we'll see. The trouble is we don't. I can't count the top yet, though. I can't count the top, but it's demand. I think what I think makes the most sense is that boom, 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 initiate. So how high does this go? I don't know. I have no idea. But initiate, mitigate, continue. Um, I think that makes the most sense at this point. I do. I do. And the great thing about it is it puts a really clear piece of information on my chart that I'm really yeah, I'm not really going to be talking about shorts until we lose this. Yeah, there may be a scalp here or scalp there or something like that. But yeah, we're going to need to lose that guy. 99.416 is super important to me. That is super important to me. Yes, it is. That's the one. All right, who else we got here? Aaron and Captain Pancakes and Anthony Soprano Fine, Jay Becker, Bull Barry. Forget about it. Curious why you didn't consider that 4-hour break yesterday Maybe I missed. Well, I mean, like, so I knew it was going to break structure if it went down to that lower position. I knew it was going to do that, right? Um, so yeah, we 100% broke 4 hour structure. Uh, yep, we did it. We did it. We definitely did it. And so let's see if we can make heads or tails of it. Okay, there you go. There's your heads and your tails, right? It's just a new 8 hour low. So yes, it did break 4 hour structure, and it did so to form the next 8 hour low. And yeah, I mean, we'll get back to my other chart because maybe I'm missing your Bully. The best I can tell so far is you're asking how did you establish the target on the long trade coming from under a 4 hour break of market structure, right? How do we establish this was the target was here? I adjusted that this morning. How do we establish that as the oh dear God, is the all-time high short working right now? Ay, caramba. Anyways, yeah, so you break 4 hour structure, you get down to that point. I think that I was talking about longing all last week. Let me double check. Okay, not all last week. Probably been talking about that guy since in and about Thursday last week. Um, I was just like, okay, so if we come down in here and we break structure, then it should have been a long. Now I get where you're saying where in theory it should have been a long to a lower high for a lower low. Um, but it just never stopped, and sometimes that happens. It's an odd move. Only way it really makes sense is by looking at the 8 hour time frame. It is in a This whole move is in alignment with the 8 hour time frame, just not the four. Just not the four. Do we really never get up and scrape the top again? Well, that's not what I would have seen coming. That's not what I would have seen coming at all. All right. Okay. We're on the same page. Cool. Cool. Yeah, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. Yeah, it was definitely there. It was definitely there. But Jesus Christ, it just cut right through all that stuff. Cut right through all that stuff. Just a moment talking about this chart that I posted over the weekend. It's missing some of its TA, but uh, this was the short I was proposing. This was the long I was proposing. Now I was indicating a pretty large stop loss on the long. About a 1% stop loss on the short. This is what this is. It was right here. 15-minute break of structure. Boom. Now, with a 15-minute break of structure like this, where I can go, okay, well, hold on, magnet, go away. So if I'm really only covering up to this guy and my ultimate target on it is down there, it's like, okay, so that's a 6.5 risk to reward right off of the break. This is a good time to probably go in heavy on the break. When I'm dealing with something a little bit more wide, where this break here from the low to the break is 2.5%, right? Um, in a circumstance like this, off of a break here, I will not enter a full percent, just because it can come back quite far. It can come back quite far. I like to save a little bit here. Anyways, so we broke 15-minute right on the top, and then right on the bottom you broke, I don't know, hour-ish, something, 15-minute plus. Great market structure confirmations on both sides there. If you ask me, those are good. Let's see, Bitcoin. I guess all we did was blab about Bitcoin. We haven't really talked about any positions. It's definitely time to wipe all of this. All of this needs to go away. Yeah, all of that needs to go away. All of it. Let's just get cleaned up. Chart was a wreck. Oh, okay. Let's get our magnet back on. And let's go back down to 1 point, please. All right, so we've got a range. We've swept the high. We've swept the low. The market structure of this leg does not break until here at this low. So for that reason, let's dive in here. Let's dive in here. Let's see if I can get it to look any better on a different time frame. Probably not. Probably not, which is fine. No big giant deal. So I'm going to actually look at this super simple. Let me just go back to the 4. Basically, this whole, I know it's a bullish candle, but this whole area here, I'm going to be looking to as demand. And really and truly, I'm gonna say that when you when you get to the when you get into the discount of that range, it's probably a good time to start looking for longs, especially if you can fill this gap here. Come on! I just want it to go straight down, kind of fill up that gap, get back into discount somewhere. Uh, that'd be a nice place to look for a long with the target of this high. Who knows what's going to happen above there? I don't. I suspect it goes up probably a decent clip, but I don't know the answer to that. So that's one way to sort of look at this. Let's drop it to the 5 and see if for any reason that doesn't particularly make sense. Okay. Okay. Huh. Huh, 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 huh. I just had this thought occur to me. Okay, so this was like Friday's high, and this was Saturday's low. Whatever. And so we sweep Friday's high, sweep Saturday's low, pop out a demand, come back and take out Sunday's high. Concern is that we have Sunday's low down here, and it does look to be a fairly awkward low. You see how like all this stuff is sort of stacked up on here? No, I like nice sharp lows like that one for sure. Nice sharp cut you up low. I don't love the look of this low right here. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to take note of this morning is I don't love the look of this low, and I don't like the fact that it is a Sunday low. Now, having said that, I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense to just bullhorn out here. You know what I mean? Like get this broadening sort of wedge thing going on. I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. That to me would not be. Well, yeah. Let's face it. I mean, we just hit the top of the range. So an SFP of this low would be bullish, but a break of that low is it's hella bearish, right? It's hella bearish. Yeah, it's hella bearish. So yeah, this is still my long zone. I'm gonna bring it to right here. Here to what is that? Oh, that's that range tool thing. Here to here. Okay, so that's your bullish variety. You know, I don't like to buy high. So again, I want to see this thing kind of fill that fair value gap and get back down into discount somewhere. That's where I would prefer to long it. Now, how about this one? Okay, sure. I mean, there's another idea. I don't like it as much, but that's another idea is a long off of this low. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Is it happening right now? Are we in discount? Makes more sense to pull that low though. Internal break there, some internal supply. We kind of lose a little structure off of it. Like this may work right here, but I really prefer it down here. Really do prefer it down there. And then shorts. Shorts. Let's pick on our current high. Because right now, let's see. So right now, I'm saying like big short no dies kick in after a loss of this low. But let's see here. If we come up here and we fail this high, and then we do indeed break this low, right? Like break that guy. That's good. That'll be hella. That's not like it's pretty bearish. No, honestly, it's pretty fucking bearish. That'd be pretty bearish. If you touch this guy again, especially on a shallow SFP of this guy, and then come down and break this low, that's pretty fucking bearish. That's pretty bearish. That's gonna make me want to short for sure. Yeah, I would not like the look of that. So tentatively now, again, I say this all the time, but anybody new to my streams, anytime you come down like this before up is pretty bullish. The results can be pretty bullish. The support can be pretty strong. So if we come down like this before up, that can be pretty bullish. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say caution. Caution. The structure needs to be really crystal clear up there. Needs to be really crystal clear, or I just don't think you have a short. Now we're starting to get more internal still. Starting to get more internal still. Okay, so what do I mean by that? This is an external market structure point. Okay, I'm going to start talking about more internal stuff that the risk gets higher when you're talking about internal stuff. So up in this section, we impulse up, we leave our high intact, we range, consolidate, slam down. So you did break structure, but it is internal structure only because the high is still intact. So you break structure here. That's not on the wick, forgive me. So you kind of have supply in this region, right? Not the best supply because it was came from an internal break, and then you get back into this supply here. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting because we internal break again. Again, that is internal to an internal because this high is still intact. So do we have supply here? Yes. An interaction of this supply and a lack to clear it only gives you a target of here. So a little bit more scalperoni and cheese-ish would be something like this guy. And if we were to lose this low with a pretty bearish close, then I would be looking back into this area as supply. To continue to chase it down further into this area. And yeah, so and then I'm still long out of here. So that's our discount. This is a placeholder. Nothing more than a placeholder for a concept that I don't have candles for yet. Let's get this box slid back over here. So that supply hasn't even confirmed yet. It was more for the point, right? And I'm sorry because I really haven't looked at chat yet. And because this high is intact, the all-time high is intact, right? That's a new all-time high, I believe, is intact, and we have downward structure only from the high, just downward structure so far. If at any point in time that structure, this is a weak high. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a weak high, and this is a strong low. So at any point in time that the structure seems to go in alignment to where it wants to come back to the weak high, that should be a long, which could happen as soon as, well, it could happen if you break this. If you come here and break this, then you're likely going to come up to here, right? But you could also pull off of here and come up to here. So that's another little a little squeaker I can sneak in here is something along here. What's going to take us back to our weak high? That's my question. The high is weak, and I have no reason at all whatsoever to suspect that we will not return to touch it. So where on the chart is that going to happen? Where are we going to come back for the weak high? Anyways, yeah, who knows? When is Trump supposed to pump everything? I think that is Hasim. Maybe I'm wrong. God damn, I'm so bad. I should remember this. And Jeffrey Stonifer. Top of the mornings. Okay, so I think that's probably I like it would be crazy to come up with anything else on BTC. I think that would just be that would be a bad idea to come up with any more ideas. So anybody have anything else that they want to go take a look at? Yeah, pretty crazy morning, huh, Luke? Pretty crazy morning. I woke up late as shit, man. I woke up like 5 minutes before market open. I was like, what happened? I want to delete stuff. I want to delete stuff. Stuff needs to be deleted. Oh, I don't have an internal bear boss template. I should fix that. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Oh, Link. Yeah. Link. Yeah. Link. What's up, Nick? What's up, Nick? Link. Oh, it's probably been a while since I've been on here. Okay, what in the world do we have here? What in the world do we have here? Okay, let's get some of that stuff cleaned up. Not surprising, not surprising. All right, so boom, 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 boom. It's not looking so good, but we do have. I'm sure that's weak on higher time frames. So we purged this guy twice, which kind of makes it a little bit of a Model 1 type of accumulation here. I like the looks of a Model 1. Obviously, we break here. Obviously, we smoke that. Let's see here. We get to that guy. That's kind of where we're at. There's some manner of supply right in here. I need to go find it. Is it that 12 hour? Is it that 12 hour right there? I'll be damned if it ain't. So fragile sort of spot, but you still have the same very, very, very significant low right beneath you. Um, my concern is like, what if we pull this high, hit supply, and then make a full rotation, right? That would be the biggest current concern on the chart, which is potential. But obviously, like we got to lose that low, right? Um, okay, so right now we just have this to trade with. Let's make this a dotted line. Oops, sorry. This line here, make you dots, make you dots. That's that way you're just out of my way. And then inside of this, discount's going to be down there. All right, what do we have down here? Well, that's a little different. So I would say this is kind of concerning here because this low looks to have failed at its job. That's that same shit Sunday low. Oh man. Okay, so we come up, down, up, down. Break a lot of shit to get there. That's a tough read, man. It's a tough read because I feel like this worries me a bit here. It's the same way that it does on Bitcoin, right? That would be the equivalent of Bitcoin taking out its all-time high, yeah. Yeah, so we came back down into some manner of demand down in here, but I really don't like it. But then we come back up and we break 15-minute structure. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough because this leg here, this failure at this high makes me want to clean up the Sunday liquidity. It makes me want to clean up the Sunday liquidity. But after you interact from that high from here to here, this leg already flipped bullish, indicating that it does indeed want to come back and run this guy up here. So, short there, I guess. And I would just target Sunday's lows. And then at that point, if we were to turn back, if that were to work and we were to turn back north, I kind of feel like you might as well just pull those lows. Why not? Oh, look. What is happening? Oh, those are Sunday's lows. Yeah, I'm still about right here with it. And I don't think there's anything in between those that I want to involve myself in. But I will say this. Let me illustrate something slightly different on here. No, 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 no. Come back. What I want to do is I want to take this way and 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 say that if we do this, It's the bullish variety. If we break up out of here, then I would be looking to retest this region as demand. For a run at $30. That would be the inverse of it. I need to see price. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I want to say in and about the $28 region or just north of it, and then I want to see it roll back around and retest down into the $27 region, 27 to say 25.5-ish or so. Let's say roll down in there, retest for another leg up. Yep. Yep, something in and about those, but that's not here yet, so I can only indicate I can talk about it, but it's just not here yet. INJ. Probably I can hit INJ, maybe one other, and then I think I'm gonna have to bounce after that. It's a wild looking chart. But I do like the area that it bounced from. Losing this low is going to be pretty bearish. Losing that low would be pretty bearish, wouldn't it? Yeah, because this low this high right here had a job to do. Its job was to take out the low that created it. It succeeded in its job. Now this low, it had a high to do, and its job was to take out the high that created it. And it did take it out, but you're gonna lose 15-minute structure right after doing so on this low. You lose 15-minute structure at that low. So having said that, I guess there's the idea of a long off of here back up to here. And if that doesn't work, well, then I reckon you're probably shorting all the way back to these lows. Maybe down into that little demand area I have indicated that never got tagged. You could lift as soon as here, but I don't suspect that you will. I suspect that you will come, if you lose that, I suspect that you will come ultimately down here prior to any rotation back up again. I didn't mark that the best though. Hold on, did I mismark that? Come on, bro. That's not something you normally do. There must be a reason. Is there a reason I marked it that way? Oh. What was I doing? Oh, because it is that 4-hour order block with imbalance. That's why I marked it that way. Well, whatever. I guess I'll keep it. It's just that the demand technically starts as early as there, and I was seeing this. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's fine. We can leave it there. We can leave it there. We can leave it there. Yeah, it doesn't look good to lose that low, man. It does not look good to lose that low, right? Because then you're staring at a double top. Yeah, so considering the depth we are beneath this low right now, I would for sure, like, you got to put 15-minute market structure back on your side to start targeting a high like this again. And so for that reason, you're probably better to look at all of this as supply and look for the short off of this. back in here, kick you down the line. No, 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 not at all what we want. Not at all what we want. I want that, and I want you to go, honestly, I want to see it a little bit lower. I want to, yeah, I'd like to see it come just a touch lower before coming back up into here. A little lower, please. A little lower. I'm worried about some sort of manipulation down here. To the point. Well, here's the better way I can say it. Here's the better way I can say it. I really don't want it coming past on the mitigation of this. If it comes back for it, I really don't want it coming past this. That's the better way I can say it. Yeah. So we could probably take this off. Probably take this idea off. Oh, if you're in a swing long on Link, yeah, yeah, probably take some profits on that. I think I missed one. I think I missed one. We did INJ, we did Link. AR still holding. All those pump and dumps, not much, but not going anywhere. Virtual, huh? AR and virtual. All right, we'll knock out AR and virtual in short order, and then I will be and then I'll be out of here. Ooh, I lied. I might be out of here right now. Somebody just knocked on the door, so bear with me. It may not be back. Sorry guys. Sorry about the mute. What I was going to say about AR is it just doesn't look so good. Um, you have this break here, right? This break here, and so yes, coming down to mitigate something prior to continuing makes a lot of sense. It did mitigate the area that I had sort of pre-laid out on the chart, being this guy right here. Um, but when it did so, this was supposed to take this out, and it didn't do that, and it did not do that, which makes me feel that like it's ultimately coming back down to there or there to complete a structure flow that looks a little bit more like this. Something more like that. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. And so, if it were going to, take a run back up into this high, then, you give me 15-minute structure back, and I'll believe you. But you have supply right back on top. And so, what I was saying is, I would be tempted to pull profits out in those regions if you could even get to them. Just whatever you can do to secure that position, because I think it's in a rough spot. I think it's in a rough spot. Charlie Chaplin of charting on the mute, be over here like a mime and shit. I think the audio is working now, though. Audio better be working now. Yeah, it's working now. And then we are going to do virtual, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. Not good. It's not good. The first point that this leg breaks from here to here is right here. Doesn't look good. I don't think I'd want a long until here or one of these lows. And if you lose this low here, then it's time to start swing shorting that, I would say. But I'm not going to recommend a current short on this due to it being in discount of its most recent range of price. It was in the discount of that. So I'm not going to recommend a short here, but I'm going to tell you that this is starting to look a little concerning over on the virtuals. A little concerning over there. All right, I'm going to go back and take a look at BTC. Maybe we pause here. Well, we're already on the 5-minute. That INJ short looks uber tempting. Uber tempting. but I have such a busy day. I just don't think it would be responsible of me. Okay, and so there we go with this guy, right? There we go with that guy. Yeah, that's in alignment with the INJ short. So, anyways, yeah, yeah, let's get this stuff out of the way. If anybody doesn't remember what that stuff means on the chart, you'll have to go back and watch the prior part of the video. Prior part of the video. Let's see. Let me play around here a little bit. No, no, odd. Yeah. So as far as this idea here goes, oh yeah, I think I already did say this. Wait, what was it? Was it 15? Oh, it must have been some different chart. Never mind. Must have been some different chart. I really don't want to see this. Yeah, a retest any further than these areas. Honestly, ideally right here between 106,252 and 105,517, which 105,517 is already we're already there right now. Yeah, ideally something in this area. I get more nervous up in here. Yeah. Yep. I probably on this short. Let's talk about a couple of different targets for it. Let's talk about a couple of different targets. First target for it would be this guy, 104,500. That's the point at which you should be de-risking that position for sure, if not taking profits. Um, I would say let's front run this entire demand zone at 102,827 for target two. And then 99,500 would be target three. Yeah, I'd say 99,500 is target three on that. Yeah. Yep. I wouldn't look to take it any further than that. Well, no, hold on. Okay, yeah, so back to what I was saying about not wanting to see it, getting nervous when it gets up here. If it gets up here, I'm nervous for this position, but I still don't hate this one. Yeah, if we were up in this region, I'd almost wonder if we couldn't just tap 107 or whatever that is, 1073 or something like that. But yeah, like in and about, I can't cut it up any smaller than this. I really can't. I'm just not capable of it. Um, so yeah, these are short areas for me. And now you know what my targets are. Gotta be weird. No, because we don't have a reduction in momentum. I was just wondering to myself, like, could we be reaccumulating here? But I'd like to see more of a reduction in, yeah, so 1.35% to, 0.9%. Nah, that just doesn't quite feel like it to me. I'd want to see like at least half of this. So that's got to be at least 0.7 or lower in my book there. So yeah. Anyways, whatever. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. I have to go. I have to go. So you've got yeah, whatever. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy yourself. I'd be very surprised if this is the winning idea for today. This is just it's a little too far down here. A little too far down here for me. Yeah, I'd be pretty surprised if that was the winning idea for the day. I sure would. All right, guys. I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I gotta go.